Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Varghese Abraham. First up, let's take a look at the top story of the hour. In a significant and unexpected development, Arun Goel, a member of the Election Commission, has tendered his resignation, marking a shift in the leadership of India's electoral body. The president swiftly accepted his resignation according to a Gazette notification that was released on Saturday. This abrupt departure comes not only days prior to the anticipated announcement of the Lok Sabha polls, but also within a month of the retirement of Anup Pandey, another member of the Election Commission. With Goel's exit, Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar finds himself at the helm alone, leading a three-member commission. The official notification issued by the Union Law and Justice Ministry cites, according to Clause 1 of Section 11 of the Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners, stating that the President has accepted Goel's resignation effective from March 9, 2024. Curiously, no official explanation has been provided for Goel's resignation, nor has there been any communication regarding the succession plan for the appointment of the new election commissioners. These developments unfolded against the backdrop of an impending electoral activities, particularly in four states, Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Odisha and Sikkim, where the terms of the Lok Sabha and Assembly are set to conclude in June. These states are poised to witness simultaneous Lok Sabha and Assembly elections reminiscent of electoral process in 2019. Goel's tenure with Election Commissioner began amidst controversy back in November 2022, initially retiring from services as a 1985 batch IAS officer on November 18, 2022. Goel's appointment as Election Commissioner came swiftly the next day, following which he assumed office on November 21, 2022. However, his appointment faced scrutiny, prompting the Supreme Court to request the original files related to his selection. Now, despite legal challenges, Goel's appointment remained intact. In March 2023, the Supreme Court ruled that future appointments to the Election Commission, included the Chief Election Commissioner and other members, would be decided by a committee comprising of the Prime Minister, the Leader of the Opposition and the Chief Justice of India. Subsequently, the Parliament approved the Chief Election Commissioner and other Election Commissioners' appointment conditions of service and term of office Bill of 2023, formalizing the appointment process. The departure of Arun Goel not only marks a significant transition within the Election Commission, but also raises questions about the Commission's future trajectory, particularly amidst the impending electoral responsibilities and the process of appointing new members in accordance with the established legal framework.
चुनाव आयोग एक निष्पक्ष संस्था होनी चाहिए, संवैधानिक संस्था है। कल अरुण गोयल जी ने इस्तीफा दिया। मेरे मन में तीन कारण आए। पहला कारण, क्या उनके और मुख्य इलेक्शन कमिश्नर के बीच में कुछ मतभेद आ गए हैं? क्या उनके और मोदी सरकार जो फ्रंट सीट में बैठकर ड्राइविंग करती है सभी संवैधानिक संस्थाओं की, क्या उनके बीच में कुछ मतभेद आ गए हैं? दूसरा मेरे मन में यह आया, व्यक्तिगत कारण हो सकते हैं, व्यक्तिगत कारण बिल्कुल हो सकते हैं उसकी वजह से। पर तीसरा कारण यह भी मेरे मन में आया, अभी अभी कलकत्ता के हाई कोर्ट के जज ने इस्तीफा दे दिया और अगले दिन बीजेपी में वो शामिल हो गए और बीजेपी की चुनाव लड़ने की उन्होंने घोषणा की। क्या ये इलेक्शन कमिश्नर भी इस्तीफा दिया है ताकि वो चुनाव लड़े बीजेपी की टिकट पर? ये भी हो सकता है। तो अगले कुछ दिन में स्पष्टीकरण तो आएगा, पर मेरे मन में ये तीन सवाल उठे और तीनों सवाल व्यक्तिगत कारण को हटाइए। मेरे दो सवाल जो मेरे मन में उठे हैं, एक तो वो चुनाव लड़ेंगे और दूसरे ये मतभेद हैं, ये हमारे लोकतंत्र को कमजोर करता है। ये लोकतंत्र पर एक आक्रमण है।
It is quite shocking. Just before the election declaration, election commission has been resigned from that post. Now only one chief election commissioner is there to conduct the election. What is happening in this election commission? The entire country is anxious. I think that this government of India didn't want a free and fair election at all. Earlier they changed the Chief Justice from the selection body of the election commissioner and commissioner. In place of Chief Justice of India, they put a cabinet minister. Now election commission become, the decision of making election commission become one of the government affair. Now, surprisingly, just before the elections declaration, one of the election commissioners also resigned. This is shocking news for the country. Total transparency lost in this process. How can we believe in this process? This is very much shocking.
My colleague Brijesh Mande, in fact, joins us on this and on the latest that's happening with regards to the politics are also happening along with this resignation. Brijesh, of course, three reasons being given out by opposition parties, whether he is joining the BJP or not, it's personal reasons, or that he wanted to, in fact, pursue something else totally different and take a retirement because of the differences. So, there are so many things that are speculated at the moment, but just ahead, we were expecting the announcement probably to coming in the next 2 weeks. Just ahead of that announcement, we have this election commissioner, in fact, resigning. How much would it, in fact, affect the electoral process as of now? Because now we have to sit and, get another election commissioner into that vacant position. Until then, we have only the CEC now completely looking, or rather the only person in that panel of election commissioners.
Well, Varghese, one thing is there that, the Arun Goel and exit of Arun Goel, both has created a storm which has put government into some sort of spotlight. When he was appointed, a day later after he had taken a voluntary retirement as Secretary Heavy Industries. The next day he was taken in by as the election commissioner. This led to a lot of uproar by the opposition party as to what exactly prompted the government to go in and appoint him as election commissioner in such a tearing hurry. Now his exit has created a similar kind of furor as to why would a person who is all set to become the chief election commissioner in February 2025 once the current CEC demits office, and his appointment was something which is supposed to go up to 2027, would demit office like this, and they give his resignation to the president, which is accepted. No answers given, no explanation given. So it has come as a very, very surprising. The government is not saying anything, and the sources close to Arun Goel are also tight-lipped as to whether this is about his run-in with the CEC or what exactly caused this hurried exit. But this definitely, his exit has come as a major surprise, and it has also for the first time after a long time we are seeing how the CEC, the election commission team, which usually comprises of 3 people, with Anup Chand Pandey retiring last month and Arun Goel exiting right now. It has only one person as the CEC. So I think government will look into filling this. But the exit of Arun Goel has raised many questions, which the opposition parties will definitely use to pin the government down.
Well, also now, the appointment of new election commissioners will be based on the new procedures that have been ratified by the government in their new law, especially after the Supreme Court Judge, Mr. Kurian Joseph, had in fact laid out that particular aspect. And they did make amendment to the original suggestion that was to have the CJI also part of the panel. So this would be accordance with the new system that will be in place. But the opposition is in fact saying that there is a problem with some kind of trying to trample with the institutions. But the government says that the procedure is already laid out. I mean, that it is as transparent as it can be. It was made into law. So what is the opposition trying to do? On first part, there was controversy when it came to Goel's appointment. Now, a controversy with regards to his resignation. In both the sides, the opposition seems to be confused on what side to in fact take. What is the story that they are trying to put? The narrative that they're trying to put seems to be more confusing than the resignation of Goel itself.
Well, Varghese, one thing is there that if you look at the composition of the team which appoints the CEC or appoints the election commission, it is lopsided in favor of the government. Because the post of Chief Justice of India, which was supposed to act as a bulwark against such act of government trying to get his own people, irrespective of which government is in the power, that has been done away by the government, and that has been challenged. So right now, the petition challenging that particular ordinance by the government or the law of the government is pending before the court. However, what the court has done is that the Supreme Court has given a notice to the concerned authorities, but it has not stayed the process of the government. So right now, instead of Chief Justice of India, the government had put a cabinet minister to decide the election commission. So I think, whosoever now the government wants to be in as as Election Commission, the government is not going to have much of a problem. But this lopsided is something, which could be easily be challenged, and is something which is already being challenged in the apex court. The point what I'm trying to say right now, Verghese, and it gives a lot of credence to what the opposition is saying, that usually we do not see what we are seeing. We saw in the case of Lavasa when he was the sole person who had given a contrarian note against the clean sheet. We know what happened post that. The other thing is that, when Arun Goel is somebody who joined as election commissioner a day, post his retirement, and it led to a lot of controversy. His exit leaves as many unanswered questions. And, with the kind of, with the fact that, elections are literally around the corner, elections can be announced at any given point of time right now. This exit, high profile exit, will definitely raise questions and will definitely act as an MO as far as the opposition party is concerned. Verghese?
Well, thank you, Brajesh, for in fact joining us with all those details. We will in fact keep up with the reactions coming in, especially on this sudden exit of Election Commissioner Arun Goel. So we will in fact take a look into all those developments regarding that.